Hi Taurus, this is going to be a twin flame reading for my Taurus listeners and watchers. This is going to be for the sun sign, moon sign, ascendant sign, or Venus sign of Taurus. It's really up to you which video you choose to tune into. Please feel free to cross watch, but these videos are sign specific for the different twin flame connections in our collective. I'm just shuffling the last deck that I'm going to be using. I've cleansed them all already. I did receive the name Robert, Rebecca, Thomas, Tristan as I was shuffling. Okay. I'm seeing someone standing on a beach near the ocean, so someone might really like the water. Someone might be traveling to an ocean or a seaside destination in the month of May, or possibly over the summer this year. Well, the summer if you're in the northern hemisphere. Okay, or it just might be someone who really loves nautical imagery or being near the water or the ocean in particular. Okay, if you have headphones in, I am going to cleanse our space one last time, so please be mindful of the sound. All right, Taurus, I hope everybody's having a really wonderful day. In addition to whatever bits of information come through as I channel, we're going to be using a few different oracle decks to tap into the DF-DM connection here for our collective. Again, feel free to cross-watch. If you know what your twin flame sign is, you can also watch their video. I'm going to be doing these throughout the week. All right, children. So your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. So many people who are going to resonate with this video, you may work with children, you may be a teacher or a mentor or someone who watches children, like maybe a daycare provider or something along those lines. This might also be predictive for your connection with your twin flame. So you may be fated in this incarnation to have a child or have multiple children with your twin flame. So take that as it resonates. Everything's okay. Don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. This goes back to one of the messages that was really prevalent in the Aries reading that I just did a few moments ago. I think a lot of those who resonate in the twin flame collective on both sides, divine feminines and divine masculines, but particularly divine feminine energies, this week I'm tapping into an energy of needing to let go and surrender things to the universe. So maybe your twin has reached out recently and communication has started between the two of you. This is just an example, but it's possibly not moving as quickly as you would like, or you find yourself trying to micromanage the details of, how often is this person going to call me or text me, or how often are we going to speak? What are we going to speak about? What's the outcome of every conversation going to be? Those are the kinds of things you're going to want to avoid. And for some reason, I'm just picking up a very heavy energy around divine feminines, or maybe falling back into trying to control the connection a little bit too heavily through their logical mind, particularly this week. These videos are timeless, so whenever you come across this video, that's most likely when you were meant to hear this message. As I'm just currently reading the current energies, that is what I'm picking up on right now, that some divine feminines feel this overwhelming need to control the way in which you communicate, or the plan for how you want to communicate with this person, or how you expect them to communicate with you. You need to pull way back off of trying to control every detail of the situation and trying to analyze, aspects of the situation through that lens, okay? So my advice would be to you, divine feminines, to focus on releasing that control this week. Really lean into your own power and take your power back by focusing on things that make you happy, that allow you to focus on your own growth, because I'm getting that you're going to need to be very intentional around this. There's going to be a high temptation to overthink things and try to control through your egoic physical mind, okay? And that's just not going to serve you. So you have to kind of put trust in the universe that things are working out according to divine timing. Everything's okay. You don't need to stress about anything. And you need to let go of that control a little bit, okay? What else for my Taurians? Holiday. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. I did have the image of someone standing near a beach, near the ocean. So I do get that for some of you. You or your DM may be traveling relatively soon. Even if you don't have plans to do that, you might want to take like a little mini vacation or a day trip to clear your mind, especially if some of these things have been really weighing heavily on you. I think taking time away from even thinking about the connection, time where you can just kind of see how she's just kind of carefree, letting go, thinking about having fun. I think that's going to serve you really well here, because some of you are in almost like this 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords type energy DF from what I'm picking up here, okay? And I think, releasing, finding things that you find to be fun and enjoyable and carefree almost, taking time to do those types of activities is really going to help you relax and let go. So if you don't have a trip planned, maybe you do, but it wouldn't hurt to kind of be intentional around scheduling time, particularly this week, because I'm picking up this energy really heavy this week for some of the DFs in our collective. You're going to need to be intentional about letting go and putting your worries about this connection out of your mind, okay? I actually just saw somebody at a desk. I'm seeing a feminine energy sitting at a desk with like a planner or an agenda open and like clicking her pen rapidly. Kind of all this nervous energy trying to figure out what's going on. This is metaphorically speaking. I mean, you may work a desk job. You may be someone who likes to use a calendar or an agenda planner. But this is metaphorically the energy that I'm picking up on from a lot of divine feminines. You're like metaphorically sitting there clicking your pen, trying to figure out what's going to happen when, how you're going to schedule it into your timeline. You want to know every single detail about how the immediate future is going to unfold here, and that's just not going to be the best energy for you to be in right now. Okay. I also just received a download that some divine feminines may be dealing with some throat chakra issues this week. Now we are in Mercury retrograde, as you can hear because I can't even speak. We are in Mercury retrograde right now. So many people are dealing with communication issues, throat chakra issues. But I'm getting that for the divine feminine, it's because you are in this 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords mental frenzy over trying to control the situations. As you take a step back and allow yourself to release those concerns and give that over to spirit, give that over to the universe and divine timing, as you engage in activities that allow you to have fun and kind of let loose, I see that really helping your throat chakra. So if you've been having issues communicating or speaking your truth or even using your physical voice, I see those things improving as you relax into this surrender. We have new moon in Aquarius, open up to change. So yeah, just staying open, staying flexible, not being too rigid in your approach to this connection, to how you're feeling about the connection, not even thinking about your twin as much as maybe you normally do this week. Yeah, so just figuring out how you're going to allow yourself to let loose and have fun and drop this sense of responsibility over controlling this whole situation, okay? And just focusing on what does your routine look like this week? How are you serving yourself this week? That could be goals that you want to achieve, but I do think that elements of fun, lightheartedness needs to be in there somewhere. I'm seeing someone like jumping rope or doing some kind of physical exercise that they consider to be fun. I'm seeing somebody dancing, so that might be something that you really enjoy doing. I'm seeing somebody singing. That's definitely resonates with me. All right, so that's something that I do when I don't want to think, when I want to turn parts of my brain off. Music really helps, even just listening to music. Okay, so whatever that activity is for you, I'm seeing somebody painting, like a portrait or a landscape. So whatever that activity is for you, or activities, make sure you include them, particularly this week or whenever you come across this video. I think that's the energy you're going to need to lean into. We have first quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. So another reminder to keep yourself open All right, and this idea of being open to change and keeping your heart open, it just kind of speaks to that flexibility and that willingness to let go of trying to control everything. We also have a lot of air sign energy here, so your twin flame may be an air sign, particularly an Aquarius or a Libra. They may have those influences in their chart. You may have those influences in your chart, Taurus. But take that as it resonates. I think the more important part of that message here is just opening up and relaxing throughout this process. This might even mean children themselves may be significant, but this might mean tapping into your inner child, okay? Because there's kind of like a theme beginning to emerge here. You need to relax, you need to remain open, DF, because everything's okay, and you need to let loose, have fun, stop trying to control everything. So that might also speak to your inner child as well, that first card there. And then we have new moon in Leo, shine. Someone may have Leo influences in their chart. This speaks to you allowing yourself to step into your power and not over focusing on the relationship. You need to find out what really not only relaxes you and allows you to have fun, but what ignites your passion and allows you to, whatever skill, talent, or ability allows you to feel like you're fulfilling your life's purpose. You need to kind of figure out, if you don't already know what that is, I would spend some time trying to figure out what is it that really makes you happy? What is it that really makes you tick? I'm seeing somebody writing in a journal, so maybe it's creative writing or maybe something around using your creativity, something along those lines, okay? That's just one example, but you're at this precipice here where you're about to really step into your own. Many divine feminines are in their Empress energy, but this might be that moment in time where you're going to be taking on a new career path or opportunity, or even just an activity or a hobby that allows you to feel like you're fulfilling your life's purpose in alignment with what your soul really came here to do, okay? If you're over focused on your relationship and your connection with your twin, it's going to block that creativity out and you're not going to be able to shine. Somebody might really like sunflowers, by the way. Okay? But yeah, you need to relax. Trust that everything's going the way it needs to right now. Because your divine masculine, he's doing a lot of work on himself as well. And you don't want to stunt the process by being overly focused on the connection as opposed to your own growth, okay? Let's get some direct messages from your DM's higher self. I need to hold back my true feelings for you. His journey right now might be a little bit uncomfortable with, you know, his ability to acknowledge the feelings that he's having, particularly for you. He may be in a situation where it's inconvenient for him to acknowledge those types of feelings because it may require him to leave a current relationship or make major changes in his life that he's not ready to make all at once. He does have these true feelings for you though. And you know, many of the readings I've done recently on the twin flame journey here, the DMs are definitely feeling the pressure of those emotions coming to the surface. But right now, when he says he needs to hold back, it just means he's not ready to communicate them to you quite yet. Okay, Taurus? The heat between us is intense, so he definitely acknowledges the passion that he feels for you. Okay, whether this is someone you've met in the physical world or if this is more energetically someone that you interact with more on the 5D. Either way, his higher self, and in some cases his physical self, is very aware of the heat between you, okay, and the passionate feelings that he has for you. He doesn't have these for anybody else in the same way. I'm stuck on visions of us together, so he's fantasizing about being with you, okay? A lot of the DMs are starting to rid their lives of the toxic behaviors, cycles, karmic people that they need to rid themselves of in order to move their own growth forward and move this connection forward with you. But this particular group of DMs is fantasizing a lot this week, maybe even having some sexual fantasies about you, but they feel like they can't bring this to the surface yet, or at least communicate it to you yet. don't put up with my BS. So his higher self wants you to know that his higher self is fully aware of the fact that the physical version of this DM, his physical form, is not always at your level, not always acting in a mature way, not always being fair to you. And his higher self is just reminding you, DF, you know, maintain that energetic frequency. Don't put up with my shit, okay? Don't put up with my shit right now. And, you know, I'll rise up to where you are because I'm in the process of doing that already. Will this pain ever stop? Well, the only way this pain is going to stop is when he gets to a point where he's evolved, where he's improved enough to feel comfortable allowing these feelings to express themselves. I get that many of your DMs are in the middle of this process, and some of you may be getting communication soon because it's getting so uncomfortable for your DM to hold these things back. It's very painful. It's like a 3 of Swords kind of feeling here. I cry at night. So a lot of emotional pain over you, DF. You may want to, I've been telling a lot of the DFs on the different videos this, you may want to just approach the situation with empathy towards your DM. Don't put up with any garbage. You know, don't allow yourself to be disrespected, but at the same time, where you can, you may want to offer some empathy or a nurturing ear. I just think that some of the DMs are really going through it right now, especially with the energies being what they are. And so you may just want to be mindful of that and sensitive to it, okay? Because he is having a lot of emotional pain over you right now. All right, this is just our check-in for the week for Twin Flame Energies. Taurus, if this resonated, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, and I would love to hear about your Twin Flame journey in the comments, okay? Other than that, I'm wishing you peace and harmony, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.